Let me introduce with a short video what our company does.
Imagine a place where you can find everything for your next outdoor adventure, where you always know where you are, where to go next, and what to expect. A place to meet people and share your experiences online, anytime, on any device. This place is Outdoor Active. Plan your trip tailored to your personal needs, or just get inspired by recommendations and tips. For you, we create the world's largest digital platform for outdoor tourism. And we bring everyone involved together. Thousands of partners are part of the Outdoor Active platform. We take all the data they provide and work it into one powerful information and technology ecosystem available to everyone at any time. We support destinations in creating the best information products for their visitors. We build smart location-based information and booking services for hotel owners and tour operators. We provide a unique geo-based marketplace for the digital content publishers. Facilities use our data to maintain trails and signs so you don't get lost. Every piece of data in our system has a geo-reference. That gives us the power to match any content to a location, an activity, or the personal preferences of any community member. And we don't stop there. Our developers are constantly thinking ahead, creating new products and services based on the vast amounts of data generated in the Outdoor Active ecosystem. Together with our partners, we are not just digitizing outdoor tourism, we are defining its future. For 10 years, our technology has made adventures around the world happen, now reaching hundreds of thousands of people every day, no matter where they are or what language they speak. We are the home of all outdoor enthusiasts. We are Outdoor Active.
15 years ago, we had the idea to build a digital platform for outdoor tourism. And since this, we are bringing all the stakeholders in tourism together and help them to digitalize their content and help them to reach our guests and finally bring the users to the destinations and the content from the destinations to the users. So this is our mission, and we are following this mission with more than 100 people in a couple of countries. So we are moving into the international frame to get more and more countries covered. And also we are doing pretty good in developing the Balkan countries as we are here today. And this is a thing that is actually very important to realize that everything will become digital. And if you want to strengthen your economy, you have to start with digitalization, especially in tourism. You have so much potential here in this country, and this would help a lot to develop the economy. And if you want to start this, it's like a crossing like this. You have so many options, where to start, what to do, and so many questions to be answered. It's like in the old world when you have all this paper and you want to plan a trip. If you are a tourist and you want to plan a trip, you will struggle if you don't have all the information in one place. And to help this, there is some technology changes are coming up. Something big is actually coming, and I call it the fourth revolution of the internet, what's going on right now. So most of you will remember 30 years ago, the internet itself has been invented. 20 years ago, the search engines have changed our life completely. So we are Googling when we want to know something. 10 years ago, the mobile, or it's more than 10 years, it's 11 years now, the mobile devices came out, changed our life completely again. And now the big data thing and the AI, the artificial intelligence technology is coming, and this will change our life a lot more than everything that happened in the past. So these guys are just the services that we know today, but there will be a lot more coming up. And with these services, technology will be able to answer like complex questions like this one. So you can answer, what shall I do at the weekend, or give me a tip for a bike ride at the weekend. And you will get an answer from a speaker. And the difference to the search engines, as we all know, is you get one answer. You are just answering, you're asking a database, and the database will give you one answer. And if you are not in this database, you will probably not be found, and tourists will go anywhere. And this causes that marketing, as we know it today, will not work in the future. Tourism marketing, as we know it today, is just preparing some materials and send it to the users. But I have done some research over Christmas last year. I did it with my children. These are my children. And I asked them how they get their information if they want to know something, if they would like to travel somewhere. And first, they all only have the smartphone. They do not use computers anymore. Like all the young people, they only use smartphones. Second, they use their tools and apps. These are the apps that they are using. There are a couple more. But if you are not in there, and if you are not looking good in those tools, you will just not be happening. So you are not existing if you are not in there. And this is the change of the marketing. So the next generation, or actually it's happening already today, they do not use desktop computers, they do not see display advertising, they do not listen to radio, they use other streaming services, and so on. And all the marketing materials that we have and all the marketing practices that we are used to are not working anymore. We have to change something. And the question is, what should we do? And our answer is, you have to care about the user. The user is a guest, and you have to care about the user. And you have to prepare everything that the user needs, from inspiration, the idea where to go, and the information to plan your trips, and everything in one place. So this is the ideal vision. And to follow this, we are building a digital twin of the real nature, because only if you have everything digitalized, you have this twin of the nature, and then you will have the best user experience. And if you have the best user experience, you will finally have a good recommendation, and good services will cause good ratings then, and then you will be on the winner's side. And the most important change that has to be actually implemented is the big thinking change of not wasting money for marketing anymore. Rather, you should start digitalizing and spend the money in digitalizing your part of the world. And digitalizing your part of the world is just a change from marketing as we know it. We know marketing as we have some information, and we are going to send it out and hopefully reach somebody. And it turns around to be a receiver marketing, because I or my children are choosing the channels and the information that they want, and you will not reach them with sending out material. And the final solution will be communication. If you achieve to communicate with your guest or with your potential guest, then you will be actually on the winner side. And also the sales channels have to change. Like in former times we had a commodity. It's also hotels. It's like in a catalog or in a digital catalog, in a booking system. You just put it somewhere and hope that somebody will find a hotel room and book it. Or somebody will find a guided hiking route and will be booking it. And this also has to be changed to become a community, because on the other side are people, and people want to interact, people want to talk. And finally, when you get this managed, then people will be loyal, they come back, they give a reviews, they ask questions. And this is how the big platforms are doing this, like Booking.com or Airbnb. and they are building communities rather than selling commodities. So they connect the host with a guest over a digital platform, and this is how they are doing this. And to manage this, you have to stop thinking in projects. Thinking in projects is just spending money for this or for that, or buy a book, or maybe implement a hiking trail, just one, and then it stops, and nobody knows. And also you have to stop developing own software. I think creating websites and doing relaunches every 3 years is a waste of money. So as we see it, the website yesterday was, or actually many people are doing this still today. Website is in the center, and then they try how to get the content into the website, and just having a web management system. And we are turning this around. In the center of the thinking must be the database. So digitalize your data, put it in a database, structured, standardized, distributable, and then the website is just one channel. So it's one channel to distribute your own data, and the app will be another channel, and Amazon will be another channel, and in the end you have a lot of channels and can look everywhere good with your data. So thinking data is the most important thing, and to do this we also have to break up the silos. So we have in every place we have these silos, how we call this, all the organizations that have their own task, their own data, and they are doing their own thing. And the key is to bringing them all together, to make them to collaborate and to collect data in one database and collaborate and put it together. So this will be the key, because there are so many players in the destination, and you have to manage it to become a holistic destination management, which means all the participants in the same country, in the same region, are working in the same field of tourism, and they have to collaborate, they have to bring their data and services together, and only then the user experience will cover all the trip and all the experiences while you are visiting a place or a country. And this is a big challenge. It's a management challenge. Not a technology challenge, it's a leadership issue, and this is final solution. And we are providing technology for actually covering the whole tourism ecosystem, from the database to the website and the app and the technology and all the interfaces, all in one place. This is what we have built the past 15 years, and you don't need another piece of software to manage a destination. And this leads to another role allocation in the destinations, because tourism organizations do not have to care about technology anymore. So the technology has been a big challenge the past years, but on the software side, it's actually done. You can rent a technology which is ready to go. It's very low in price, and you don't have to make relaunches, you don't have to develop it, you can just rent it. And we are caring all about all the things that are happening, from data protection and security, map, and all that stuff. And the destination itself can reallocate its effort to building a brand, taking care about the quality, taking care about the product itself, and develop the tourism product actually. So this is, from our point of view, the role of the destination organization as it is in place. And another thing is it has to be international. So we have been caring about building the software platform for internationalization, which means it's more than 30 languages automatically included in the software. You just, I can't read this text, so when I want to travel to China, I need help, but the software would translate the Chinese people everything that they understand it, and they would translate for me everything that I understand your language. And this has to be solved, because travelers are getting more and more international. And another thing is the brand itself can only make a part of the communication. If you want to be a successful destination, you have to put the management in place and care about the digitalization of your data, fill your database. But this is only a part of it. The rest will be the community. And if you are managing a digital content database, which can be shared, which can be distributed to other channels, then the community will talk about the experiences, the community will share content, community will review, and this is actually the much bigger marketing part that you only can earn. You cannot buy this, you can earn it when you have data, when you have attention of users, then you can earn this transportation of your brand. I have brought an example. So we have built something like we call a social media hub. So we have a database, and if you put a piece of content in it, like a bicycle route in this case, you can push a blue button, and automatically a post on Facebook will be generated with a picture, with some text, with a backlink to your website. You only have to push one button, and the social media post has been created. We then have also created a red button to share this route on YouTube. And if you push the red button of a bicycling route, automatically a 3D flight video will be generated and will be uploaded to YouTube and will be integrated in the media gallery of the route. And you will get an additional reach. If somebody searches for this content on YouTube, you will see the video on YouTube. And when you integrate it in the database, which is just one click, and this is the video which will be created, and I show it. Just one click. So this is what technology is able today to produce immersive and comprehensive marketing. And another thing to connect to the users is to be interactive with the users. So I've brought an example. It's a question that the users has, can directly enter the question into the system and gets an answer directly from the author of the content or from the destination in the content. And we provide a thing that we call branded community, in this case of a canton in Switzerland. Graubünden is using the technology and is communicating to their users like, welcome to Graubünden, and you can just register, sign into our community, and you can ask questions, and we give you a lot of service. And in the back end, the destination get access to these users. So we are just providing the technology and the white label solution, and they are running it in the front end. It's their community, but we are managing it from the technical side, and then they can send them messages, newsletters, and whatever. And they also have in one stream what's happening out there, what the problems of, what are the concerns of the users, what are the questions, what are the reviews, what are the additional content that the users add to the database. And with the interaction of the user, we just collect a lot of data of the user, and we are building profiles. This is my profile on the platform. and the system learns that I am using different sorts of content. And if I click 5 times on for instance, on mountain bike, I'm probably a mountain biker, and the system can just save this as a mountain bike profile. And also my favorite destinations will be stored, and with every click, I complete more and more my profile and get personalized information when I search for something, when I travel somewhere. Because when I'm a mountain biker, I should not see skiing on the first page. I should rather see mountain biking on the first page. And this is personalized user experience. And it goes over all the devices, not just on one computer or on one app. It must be connected in the back end, because I'm using the one day my smartphone, the next day my smartwatch, the next day I'm using my computer, and it all has to be connected in one backend. This is our backend, and it gives you a lot of insights about the users that are planning a trip maybe in your destination. They click on something, or they are there, they are traveling there, they are recording a track, they are reviewing something, give a comment, upload a picture. So we are tracking that all and put that all together in a lot of reports, and that gives you insights in what's happening in your destination. Which sort of users are coming in which time of the year, which sort of users are interested in, maybe they could come next year, and all that stuff is a very strong marketing tool if you have the database of the content and the interactions of the users, what they are doing with the content, where have they been, where have they checked in which restaurant they have eaten. So bringing that all together is actually the big asset in the future in terms of management for the tourism and marketing for the tourism. And when you bring it on the map, you can give great insights to destinations. This is just the bicycling trail network in Germany and Austria and Switzerland, but it could be everything else. It could also be the hiking trail network and all the aspects that we are having in data in our database, and from that you can see what part of your product is working, when is it used, how often is it used, do you have conflicts, do you have problems, what's going on actually in your destination. And this is just visualizing the data out of the database. And you can also zoom into the single trails, then it looks like this. You know where the people have been, you know how many of them, you know what they have done, which sort of activity, which sort of products of your destinations is working. So this was a big, or actually a short overview of a big thing, which is called digitization in tourism, and I hope you all can take something away and enjoy the conference. Thank you very much for your attention.